Today, we're going to go for a fly over an abandoned airport. Roll the intros. Hello YouTubers and welcome back to Chelmswood Modelling. I'm Peter. As the title suggests, today we are going to be taking a flight and also giving you a history of a abandoned airport that closed about 12 years ago, I think. But I will make sure I got my history correct in the narration of the video. It is Plymouth City Airport. Was quite a good little airport for the city of Plymouth for a very long time, for many years, and it did it closed due to lack of passengers, but they are going to try and reopen it. So without further ado, I'm going to get the drone up in the air and we'll give you some history as we're flying around. Hope you enjoy. So as you can see guys, I have literally just taken off. And I was just getting up to an altitude of where I'm not going to be interfering with any of the airport's antennas, because as you can see, it is, like I said, it is an abandoned airport, and as you can see just to the left there are some structures and antennas still floating around the airport. Now, Plymouth City Airport is about 3.5 to 4 miles from the city centre. So it's got good bus links from the airport to the city centre. So if the airport was to reopen, then it would be quite easy to come to Plymouth by train and get a bus to the airport, and then you could quite easily take off from the city airport. Now, the airport itself opened in 1925 and closed in 2011. Now, the airport was closed due to the simple fact of that it was not getting enough passengers through the door anymore. It was only getting literally 100 passengers a day through the door because the the airlines that used to fly into Plymouth City Airport decided that they were going to axe the runs from Plymouth to places like London from their routes, which was a crying shame because it was a nice little airport, as you can see. We're just going over the airport now. The airport itself is literally situated just at the top of Southway, which is where I grew up in Plymouth. And we're just basically giving you a look around at the moment, and then I'll go into a bit more detail of the airport infrastructure as we carry on along the video. But like I said, it closed in 2011 because it was only getting 100 passengers through the door. But in 2008, it had actually 118,000 passengers go through the door because the airlines were still doing the runs from Plymouth to places like London, like London City Airport. And once the airlines axed that route, then obviously it really declined. But as you can see, it is quite a nice looking airport, very highly situated up on a hill. It has got an elevation of 476 feet or 145 meters above sea level. It is, like I said, at the top of Southway, and the reason we say at the top of Southway is because Southway is built on a hill, and this is right at the top of the hill. You will see views of places like Roadborough to one side of the airport. As you can see just in front of you now, there is a brand spanking new housing estate that's just been recently built in the past few years. And just to the left of that as well, there is some like a little business industrial park. Just heading over to basically where I am situated and flying. That is my car on the left hand side and me standing beside it. So at all times I had visual sight of the drone. And one thing that I will say, guys, is please, if you are going to attempt to do this kind of thing with a drone, please, like I did, I contacted the local security firm that is which is signposted on the fencing. I spoke to them and said, look, I just want to do a bit of a history drone footage of the airport, and they were just like, yeah, no problem. What time you was gonna? I told them what time I was going to be there, what day, and they were happy that I was not going to cause any damage. So at the moment we're heading down runway 13, and if you were coming from the other way it would be runway 31. So you could land and take off from both sides of the airport. Now you are getting a clear shot of Dartmoor, which is a national park, and you can see that the airport itself did have quite a big car park as well. This part here is just basically a taxiway, and also helps and aids planes that used to take off chance to wait for their slot of taking off. The airlines that used to run in the airport were Brightman Airways, Southwest Air and British Airways. Now I was just basically making sure that I wasn't anywhere near any antennas, and I'm going to give you a little bit of a tour. So as you can see, you've got a nice little area there where the planes could have parked up, or helicopters that you could disembark or board your planes. You can see clearly on the right hand side the creamy coloured brick building, that is the terminal. The whitish building in the middle, that would be an administration. You can clearly see the tower there with a fire station right below it, and a hangar on the left hand side. Plenty of parking to the far left for members of staff, and top left you can clearly see that there is ample parking for people that might be, you know, commuting by day from Plymouth to London and back again in a day. So there was plenty of parking, nice big car park there, and nice drop off area for people that were being dropped off or picked up from the airport, and again more parking there for staff as well. And on the right hand side, this used to be a hangar for privately owned small light aircraft, so you could also have a plane up there and take off from Plymouth Airport, and also the fuel tanks, which was just beside to the right hand side of that, was clearly visible. Now I'm just giving you a clear view of basically Dartmoor and all the area of Plymouth. It's a beautiful area to live in. Wish now that I never moved away from Plymouth, because it was a beautiful, beautiful place. But I am planning, hopefully, to move down there again. So we're now going down the taxiway, and you can see at the bottom of the taxiway there's a nice space there for the planes to be able to turn around. And again, we're looking down towards Southway, Roadborough and Dartmoor. And we're now yawing to the right, I do believe. And you get a nice view there of runway 13 and 31, depending on which way you were coming in. And a nice oversight of the airport itself. Like I said, it was opened in 1925. Hope you've enjoyed this video, guys. As always, I've had a blast making it for you, and I hope I got all the history correct. I did do quite a bit of homework on this, and I did try and get it all correct. If you have liked this video, guys, please, as always, smash that like button down on the left hand side. And if you're a subscriber of mine, great big thumbs up. Thank you for staying with me. And if you've become a subscriber of mine recently, great big thumbs up again. Welcome to my channel. I hope that you're enjoying the content so far, and I hope you enjoy future content. If you want to carry on becoming a subscriber to my channel, you know how it works. All you have to do is hit that subscribe button down on the right hand side, click on the little bell icon, select all, and then you'll get notified of all my videos that I publish in the future. If you want to carry on watching videos from my channel, should be a link coming up here and here. Until the next time, guys, look after yourselves, protect your loved ones, but above all, happy modelling, and bye-bye from Chelmswood Modelling.